Well, it's Monday. We're back again.
It's Monday, boys and girls, let's party! It's Monday, boys and girls, let's party!
It's a super spring spritzel. Pedro's big year has Disney dropping. It's a super spring spritzel. Takes down Star Wars, Avengers, oh please. They picked the wrong people. Even Bree said, nah, woke is collapsing. Theater snapping. It's a super spring spritzel. Oh, spring spritzel. Switch to Ryan Gosling.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's a spring spritzel right here on That Park Place Live. We're so happy to have about 100 of you joining us right now. And call your aunts, call your unks, call everybody you know and say, do I have a show for you? Because we've got a show for you, ladies and gentlemen. Get them online. Click that like button, smash that subscribe, and let's dive in. We've got Ron and Follow the Bradley's Fun, and we've got Magically with 1LMJ joining us. And we're here to say, folks, it is a great day following Easter. How are the both of you?
Oh, tired.
I'm here.
Oh my God. Ron is tired. MJ is tired. And where's
I'm good.
where's
Well,
Coach?
he's sleeping.
I'm good. We had a great Easter yesterday. I can't
Yeah.
complain.
That's good.
So,
That's good.
Definitely.
and for
Ron,
those people that are,
did you search for any eggs?
yeah.
Okay. What'd you find?
Well, let's see. My son got a plushie. And,
That's good.
Well, several plushies actually. The big giant Easter bunny thing. It's like a big giant Easter bunny pillow plush thing. So that was good for him. And then of course, plenty of chocolate. And I always like the symbolism when you open the egg, nothing in there. What's that symbolizes the empty tomb.
Oh, I like that.
When you open the fortune cookies at a Chinese restaurant, it has no fortune in it. That's not what it symbolizes. So, you ever open a fortune cookie and there's no fortune inside, folks? That's a bad sign. Bad sign.
Oh, I am backwards. Okay.
How do you dye egg whites?
Well, you see, Ron, there comes a time in every person's life when it becomes more difficult to go on, and for various reasons. Why would you ask such a somber question here on this show, Ron?
Egg whites. How do you color egg whites?
Different kind of dye. So the way that I do it is I like natural food colors instead of the fake stuff. So, for example, for blue, what you do is you put some blue spirulina, which is a natural food dye that comes from algae.
Mhm.
Oh, come on, folks! It doesn't taste like algae. It's what they use to turn the shrimp blue at the Galactic Star Cruiser. Don't hold it against it. Blue spirulina. You put just a little teeny itsy bitsy bit in a cup of water, and then you dip your egg whites in that, and they'll come out sparkly blue.
That's amazing.
That's really, really cool.
That's really cool.
For red, you can use beet juice. Will dye stuff red. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Because I've been dyeing Easter eggs for years, and I've never known that you could get it through, do the whites.
Oh, well, to do that, are you talking about the picture I put up of the deviled eggs? Oh, okay. Well, what you do there is you boil the eggs, you peel them, you cut them, you remove the yolk, wash them off the water, and then you dip them down into whatever you're using for food color. You can use the synthetic stuff, or you can use natural dyes, but you just dip the egg whites there for 30 to 60 seconds, pull them out with a spoon, and then put the yolk back in, and suddenly you've got deviled Easter eggs, which sounds like an oxymoron, but that's okay.
They look really, really good. They came out nice.
Let me see if I can pull them up real quick, because it's more fun if we can see what they look like. And I have to say, and I'll explain why, these were the worst that I have ever done. Don't feel badly for me, okay? They were edible and they were good. Here's a photo, folks. Let me get this up on the screen.
I think it's the memory behind it that matters more than anything. Mm-hmm.
So these were, I don't know if you guys have ever had Ziploc baggies that are pleated at the bottom. You know where Okay, well, I didn't realize that the Ziploc baggie I had was pleated until I had already put the yolk mixture in. And so once I realized it was pleated, and I cut because I was going to use it like a piping bag. You cut the corner off, right?
Oh, right.
Well, if it's pleated, you cut 2 holes instead of one on accident, and which is what I did. So then I had to hold one of the holes, but then the egg yolks wanted to squeeze through. It was a mess. It was a huge mess. So just darn it, they look good enough. That's all I'll tell you.
Yeah.
Holy eggs. That's good.
Holy eggs, I tell you.
Yeah.
Folks, spring is in the air. We played the Spritzel, right? You all know that. You all know it. And spring is in the air too for super chats. We need some. Throw in, folks. We're gonna get to 20 today. We're gonna do a special Q&A if we hit it.
Did anyone catch? This is so funny on Instagram. This is a Mario thing, right? This is Brie Larson posted a reel on Instagram where she was opening her McDonald's Happy Meals to try and find her toy, the Princess Rosalina toy, which she did. But the funniest part about it wasn't any of that. It was the comment section that said, "Oh wow, Brie advertises McDonald's better than the CEO of McDonald's."
Now that's a good product.
I got yesterday.
Woohoo!
Got the Happy Meal, and I even had the guy take it back because I had 2 Bowsers, and I go, "Can I get a different one? I got 2 of the same," and he hooked it up. I got Yoshi and Bowser. I was so happy.
Oh, Yoshi.
Yeah.
Wait. You got who and Bowser?
I got Yoshi.
Okay.
I have a picture. I'll put it on Slack.
Don't put Peach with Bowser. It does not go well.
No.
Morgan says, spring, it is not. It is still snowing. Well, Morgan, get out of Alaska. You got to leave there. Get out of Fairbanks. No, I'm just kidding. And to our Alaskans watching, we love you out there. Morgan doesn't really live in Alaska. Folks, we are at the cusp of 30K. When we hit 30K on that Park Place, we're going to celebrate. You know we will. But as I said before, it is spring. It is the season for giving super chat, so we can have the special Q&A. But it is also a season for Floridians that we're going to talk about later in the show. That's special. Ron, do you know what's happening right now outside your door? MJ, do you know what's happening?
Yes, I do.
Outside my door, they finally completed the refurbishment of our building.
Oh, building noise. Amen.
Ron, that was not construction equipment you heard this morning. That was the sounds of crocodiles in love and gators in heat. And what's the name of the legend that has really long, skinny snouts that don't really live in Florida? What are those called?
That's actually really funny.
I can't think of it right now.
Not the crocodiles.
Oh,
the alligators.
Are you talking about the bear? It's like a fish that has the gator mouth. The
We'll go with that.
barracudas, something.
We'll go with that.
Florida gar.
No. Don't let Valiant know there are gar in Florida. He'll be over there with weapons. He hates those things.
Oh my.
Right now, the season of spring has brought the gators into heat. Yeah. Ron, are you aware of this?
Yeah. When I used to work at Gatorland, let me tell you, there was a time. So for a few years, I worked at
Keep
Gatorland.
it PG, Ron. Okay, keep it PG.
I was a caricature artist. I had a caricature stand, my own caricature stand at Gatorland. But the funny thing is, the caricature stand like butted up to the water. I don't know if you've ever been to Gatorland, but there's a place where the water is right there, and I'm like literally. I don't think I was 2 feet away from the mouth of gators, but there's fencing in between, so no, completely safe. But during this time of the year, they are loud, and they do not sound like that T-Rex roar from Jurassic Park. It's like a low bass that is the loudest bass sound that you've ever heard. It's crazy. It's a crazy sound.
Yeah.
Gators in love, Ron. And my recommendation is, just like Cousin Eddie, if one of those gators grabs a hold of your leg, just let it finish.
I found the man who lives the life I need. Please, high tide Harry, will you marry me? He's high tide Harry, and he should
What a
marry
perfect
me.
day for a stroll with you, my dear.
It's magical.
Isn't it magical? Isn't it magical, folks? It's romance in the air today in Florida. All right, well, I tell you what, let's talk about the first story we got up on the docket. We're going to rock it because it turns out things were not so fun up on the Monorail beam this Easter weekend. Before we do, though, pack your protons for 5. Gator men are finding a woman easier than I am. I'm handing in my card of creation. It's never getting used. Packing. If you're interested in one of those alligator women, if you want a gator woman, I promise you can grab a gator woman. I don't think you want to try to handle a gator woman, though, okay? What they're after, you're not after. They'll go into a death roll. It's crazy. All right, folks, let's not be lazy. It's time. Launch the story. was a difficult time in Disney World over Easter weekend. Guests were moved at the monorail windows while it was broken down in Walt Disney World. This was a tough time. Blog Mickey is reporting that Walt Disney World's monorail system suffered another troubling operational failure during the Easter and Passover holiday week. This time it involved monorail teal breaking down and needing to be towed back to the Transportation and Ticket Center. Some call it the TTC. According to a Blog Mickey report, reader photos show the disabled monorail being pulled back to the TTC hub with maintenance cast members visible on the tow vehicle. More strikingly, several windows on the monorail appeared to have been removed, which Blog Mickey notes was likely done by guests trying to get relief from the intense heat inside the cabin. There you can see it, folks. Let's go to Blog Mickey to see what they got to say. You can see right there, the windows have been removed. The guests are desperate to try to get out of the stifling heat. There it is being pulled across. I suppose that looks like to me it's north of the Contemporary. I could be wrong. But yeah, so this was unpleasant indeed. A number of windows, it says, are missing, likely removed by guests. Windows of the monorail are removable in emergency situations. It's likely that whatever caused the monorail to break down also led to a loss of power to air conditioning. Even if the air conditioning was running, it's not uncommon for the AC in the monorails to be less than an ideal. The breakdown caused a ripple effect, causing the entire Epcot monorail line to be shut down. Yikes, and more yikes. Ron, I go to you first. What's the temperature been like this Easter weekend in Florida?
Yesterday I got up to 86. It wasn't, the outside temperature is not unpleasant, but of course, if it's been outside and you get in your car, 86 degrees is 120 degrees in your car. So that, the monorails could have been heating up fast. But what I worry about more is, if Disney has a lot of eating venues, and there could be people on the monorail who wait.
What are you trying to say, Ron? Are you suggesting? Oh no! You're telling me this could become the worst Easter Dutch oven in the history of Easter Dutch ovens?
Very, very possibly. It already doesn't smell good on the monorail, and that could have added to the issue if they were stuck there. I would say if they were stuck without electricity, then it probably heated up very fast inside there. Probably got over 100 very quickly. So, yeah.
Here's what I don't understand. Why did they not bring the bucket truck and get them out of there more quickly? Why did they leave the guests in the monorail and tow them to the TTC? Why did they not just send out the trucks with the fire department and say, get out of there? It's hot.
Lack of employees. I don't know, because they still have, I don't know if they've changed the sign on the stations, but they still have fire stations out there. They still have emergency rescue and stuff. So I know in the past, I cannot speak for today, but in the past that I was in a situation, I worked in a situation where we had to often call what we just called Reedy Creek at the time. And I would tell you, they were there. The emergency services were there within a minute, sometimes, less, really, really quick. So I don't know why it takes so long in a situation like this with the monorail, but again, I'm speaking from experience of 5 years ago, so I have no idea what it's like now.
Well, I'll go to the article here on that Park Place. MJ, I'm interested in your thoughts on this. The incident is notable because it fits into a larger conversation about the age and reliability of the Walt Disney World monorail fleet. The resort still operates the same Mark 6 monorails, which began replacing the older ones in 1989, with the transition completed in 1991. That means these trains have now been in service for decades. Back in 2018, Disney legend Bob Gurr appeared to suggest that new monorails were finally on the way. But that never happened. Gurr even famously referred to the current fleet as the duct tape monorail. And again, that was, 8 years ago? This is crazy. These things have been going since 1989. MJ, we don't even see many cars on the road from 1989, let alone hopping on a monorail that has been going every single day at Walt Disney World since that year. I mean, since Hollywood Studios opened. So MJ, we've seen them open the Skyliner since, and I don't know, that seems to have gotten off to a better, better operational level, I would say. What are your thoughts on the monorails being around for so long? And is it time now? Can Josh tomorrow step in and update the monorails?
Yes. Can we have the nice ones from Tokyo? Because they have really cute monorails with the little, the decor on the outside. Inside, they have like these cute little handles and the little Mickey hands and stuff. I don't know if you guys have seen the monorails they have over there, but they're absolutely amazing. My question is, how much would it really cost this company to replace the monorails? I'm not an engineer expert on monorails or those systems by any means, but are they that expensive that they can't replace them? They've been there since what? That's over 25, 30 years? Something
Ron,
like
do you know the answer to that? Because my understanding is that replacing them is a little bit of a pain because the beam, is not conducive to just dropping a new one. Yeah, I think they have to start all over again with whatever company.
Yeah, Disney doesn't build them. My understanding is it's a totally different company that they'd have to go with now.
That's what I meant. The company that made them originally is gone, right? Or at least doesn't make these anymore.
This type of monorail, they're at the point, honestly, with the age of this monorail, where I think that the best course of action is also the most expensive course of action. That would be to actually literally replace the entire thing with a brand new monorail system, which probably can and should be done, but would cost like $1 billion, probably, at least. I don't think. And to do it right, I mean, it's very funny that, obviously when it started in 1971, the monorail looked like a very futuristic system, and now the monorail really looks like a relic of the past, and as does, unfortunately, a lot of Disney coming into this decade. And I think, obviously 2020 happened. It was so weird what happened in 2020, how it affected things going forward, because prior to what happened in 2020, if the timeline had just kind of continued on the way that it was going, I would have expected that we would have seen much more futuristic looking or much more up-to-date looking Walt Disney World across the board. Yeah. But it that really did change everything, and it set Walt Disney as a company back, set Walt Disney World back. At the same time, they were Walt Disney was buying Hulu from Comcast, and Comcast got a whole lot of money to build this amazing brand new park that does look like the future.
How much did they buy? How much did they spend to buy that thing anyway? They could have used that money for the new monorails, darn it. But the day that comes that they do re-infrastructure on the whole monorail system, it's going to put pressure on the friendship boats, the water taxis, the other ones, the ferries, friendship boats, ferries, the Skyliners, and the buses. Holy moly, they're really going to feel it while they get that. That project could take how long, guys? A couple years?
Couple years. And I've just been handed this. I got a note here. The monorails are 35 years old. 35 years old. And to replace the entire fleet, all the trains, I've got this note here that says it would be between $200 and $400 million, depending on how much Disney wants to go into, luxury and what they would want to do with the trains. But between $200 and $400 million to replace the entire fleet of monorail trains at Disney World.
And that's if they kept the track, right? They keep the track.
Yep, no change to the track. If you want to change the track, I've actually got this as well. If you want to change the track, this is what gets insane. Because of the increase in price and some of these building materials, it is $100 million minimum per mile.
What? Per mile?
Per mile.
Cow. That's wild.
You might want to keep those beams looking real nice, Disney. Want to keep them looking real nice.
Or sell Hulu.
Yeah, that'll buy a couple miles. Ladies and gentlemen, I have never been so sad as the time I clicked the back to the Super Chats button, and there are no Super Chats to read. But you know what? We do not take this as a personal attack. Nay.
Is that like a personal attack or something?
We just say, until we get those Super Chats, you're stuck with Spritzel.
It's a Super Spring Spritzel. Pedro's big year has Disney dropping. It's a Super Spring Spritzel. Takes down Star Wars, Avengers, oh please. They picked the wrong people. Even Bree said, nah, woke is collapsing. It's a super spring spritz. Oh, spring spritz. Switch to Ryan Gosling. I found the man who lives the life I need. Please, high tide Harry, will you marry me? He's high tide Harry, and he should
What a
marry
perfect
me.
day for a stroll with you, my dear.
It's magical.
The Gators, they are in heat. And a wildlife warning has rang out across the halls of Walt Disney World, through the towers, across the ball. Everybody is talking about stay away from the reptiles. And why? Well, as Cousin Eddie once said, if they grab a hold of your leg, just let them finish. No, not with a gator, folks. Run for your lives. This out of AOL by Miranda Moore. Disney World alligator warning issued for at least 3 different resorts this spring. Now, what makes this especially difficult this year? And I know, folks, we're going to have some fun with this, but it actually is a concern, especially if you're going to where Ron has been before, Gatorland. Yeah, that's a real attraction if you're not a Floridian. You go there. Come on, folks. The smells, they're wonderful. But there's 2 things that have caused this season to be especially bad when it comes to wildlife concerns in Florida. First of all, it was exceedingly cold, and it was cold later into the year, and now it's nice and warm. And that means our cold-blooded friends were not too frisky. And then their cold hearts were warmed up, and they looked and they saw their significant other reptilian brothers and sisters. Ew, that sounds gross now. And they said, I'd like a piece of that. And they're having at it, okay? The Gators are in love. Folks, it's a PG show. I don't need to explain anymore. Higher temperatures have triggered a deep biological imperative. That's how AOL puts it. We around here, we just say they're getting jiggy with it. Within Florida's native alligators triggering their mating season, alligators have already somewhat common on Disney grounds, but they're known to wander during mating season when their activity is higher. And that has led some areas of Disney and Orlando to be on red alert. Goes on to talk about some of the bad incidences that have happened with the Gators. We don't want to go there. There have been some tragic things and things that make you real sad. So although we're having some fun with this because Gators in love, you get it. Really, stay away from the water. Stay away from the Gators, okay? Unless you're in a water park. You can go get in Typhoon Lagoon if it's open. It's okay. But here are the places you need to be careful. Disney's Port Orleans Resort. Wandering gators have been spotted in and around the Sassagoula River. Disney's Coronado Springs Resort. Gators have been seen during mating season at its centerpiece lake, Lago Dorado. Disney's Fort Wilderness Resort and Campground. The canals typically have the highest incidence of alligator sightings in all of the Disney resorts. You can see here, this is not just for Disney World. Florida officials are urging caution as gator mating season begins. Ron, I go to you first only because you've worked at Gatorland. You know what it's like when it's this time of year. The birds are tweeting. The little baby birds are being put in the nest. The deer are having fawns. But Ron, the Gators are getting it on, and people need to be worried about that. Why?
Yeah, well, because they get very, very frisky, and they get very. Gators are typically not what I would call aggressive creatures. They are, the crocodiles are aggressive. Gators are more passive especially when it comes to food. But when they're excited, when they're aroused, when they are in their springtime, they'll go after things a lot easier. And I can tell you where I have personally sighted gators on property at Walt Disney World. So all of the places I have seen alligators, I have seen up to 3 at one time in Coronado Springs at Lago Dorado. I've seen one that used to hang out. Back when I worked there, I would name these gators, so it was really funny. But one that used to hang out at the beach club in the front, in that little waterway that goes in front of the beach club resort. I've seen several in front of the Magic Kingdom, but not in any guest accessible areas because they're not actually in the Magic Kingdom. They're at that retaining pond that is in front of the Magic Kingdom and to the side of the Contemporary. But I've seen several, and they're literally just laying out resting. They're trying to get the sun. And I have seen some along the river at Port Orleans. So I think those are all the places that I personally seen gators out there. But yeah, they really are on property. Obviously, there have been incidents that we don't want to go into at places like the Grand Floridian. They are in the water. And so when you see those signs, if you're at Walt Disney World and you see those signs that say, hey, snakes and gators in the area, please take them seriously. And if you happen to spot an alligator or a snake, don't walk towards it, walk away from it. Or if you see a snake, you might just want to stand still. I can't even tell you the number of snakes I've seen on property, but it's a lot.
Yeah, especially Typhoon Lagoon. And I'll say this. I think the best recommendation we can make is if you've got a small child or a small dog. I can't imagine you would have a cat, but hey, if you took your cat, how about that? You took your cat. Keep your cat away too. But small kids and small dogs, don't let them near the waterways. Keep them away from ponds and standing water of any kind. That's just a good practice to have. But MJ, when we're looking at this, it's beyond Disney. Floridians too need to be wary of the way that the gators will act this time. And keep, I guess in this case, we will say the cats. Keep the cat away too. And if you got a pet squirrel, what's wrong with you? You don't keep a squirrel as a pet.
Anything goes with an emotional support animal.
All right. In that case, folks, let's do the rundown. Please keep your emotional support ferrets away from the standing water. Thank you.
Yeah, they're everywhere. I was thinking before you revealed in the article the resorts, I was going to ask you for fun, can we guess which ones? But yeah, when you go to Disney Springs and you take the little water taxis, it'll take you past like Saratoga, and then it'll bring you to the French Quarter and the Riverside. Yeah, there's signs of reptiles, like beware of gators and snakes, because those snakes are around, and they can be frightful if you're not ready for it. But yeah, definitely keep your little doggies on a leash because that's probably the most emotional support animal that you'll see around property, right? Everyone pretty much brings their doggies. But yeah, I mean, it can be kind of scary, especially if you're not from around here. But I have a funny story because Mom lives literally on a lake. I sent you guys the picture, and you can see her backyard. You can put it up if you want, Pro. It's not a problem. But she called me the other night, and she was just freaking out because she heard all this noise and commotion, and I'm like, Mom, it's gator mating season. She's like, oh my gosh, I completely forgot. And she lives like right where, yeah. So you can actually hear all the gators mating if you like sit. She has a nice porch. So if you're sitting out there in the evening, you'll hear them, and they are loud.
Ron, you've worked at Gatorland.
They're so
Ron,
loud.
What is the sound of the gators as they are doing what gators do?
Let me try and do this the best I can. It's like,
that's either a mating gator or a didgeridoo.
1,000 times louder, by the way. Yeah,
it's folks, they get into it, but yeah, it's either you for a few weeks in Florida, when you hear that, you're going to feel like you might be on the Outback instead. Wow.
Yeah.
No, that's not what it's. I'm kidding, folks. I'm kidding. Okay. Oh, be safe. And the thing about it is, a lot of people, when they go down to Florida, they're not used to this, and they don't realize that, just because you can't see the thing in the water doesn't mean it's not there. And they think, well, I heard there were gators in Florida, but I don't see any gators in Florida, so must just not be here. I tell you. So and then you get complacent. So bottom line, keep your doggos away from the water. Okay, keep your kids away from the water, unless it's this doggo. And in that case, that guy.
What happened to him?
Let him go for a swim, man. Just let him go for a swim.
That was a Rottweiler, and then he faced a gator.
Once upon a time. Now, what about this, guys? What about this? We threatened more Spritzel, and suddenly the super chats are flowing in.
I tell you, it's a spritzel, man.
Metalcore breakdown for what those Gators need a spritzel. Calm them down. Get a water bottle. Metalcore breakdown for $1.99. What? Hang on a second. You mean to tell me that actually increases their arousal? That's funny. We'll still say it. Folks, remember, spray them hard with those water bottles. Really douse those Gators. Metalcore breakdown for $1.99. Skyliner probably will replace Monorail. It very well could, although that would be it would be tough to do in some places. It'd be tough to do in some places. Epcot without the monorail running through it would be an odd place. But, you know, they do odd things. WJB Daily for $5. Gatorland is real classic Florida attraction, almost to the Florida Man level. Highly recommend. Ron, who was your favorite person who came through Gatorland while you were there?
Oh God. Okay. So there were.
Ron, I need you to pick the right guy. Come on.
Shaq. Well, yeah, Shaq. Definitely. Shaq comes for a lot. And I met Shaq. Very nice, by the way. He brings a group of kids through. I want to say several times throughout the year. Shaquille O'Neal, by the way, for those that don't know who I'm talking about. But yeah, Shaq definitely comes through Gatorland quite a bit. And he was really nice when I met him. This was really funny because it was the end of my shift, and he was being walked out by security, walked past me, and he looks over. He's super tall. He's a foot taller than I am. Looks over at my stand and goes, "Oh, caricatures. I always wanted to learn how to do that." And I didn't know what to say, so I looked up and I go, "I could teach you."
That's really funny.
I'm like, what am I with this Shaquille O'Neal? What do I say to him? And then there was a guy who apparently was famous at the time for catching snapping turtles by hand. And I can't remember.
Oh, I've heard of that guy. What's that guy's name?
I drew him. He had his caricature done by me. And then there was a couple others. There's quite a few famous people that came through when I was working there.
That dude was crazy. What was his name? Was he crazy? Was he crazy off camera?
Oh yeah. Yeah, he was. I was like, who are you?
They found him and they were like, you are YouTube gold, dude. We're going to run with you.
Yeah, absolutely.
I cannot think the name of that guy. Folks, if you know, Turtle Man.
That was him. Turtle Man.
Jeez, you guys, wait, hold on. You guys couldn't remember that name.
What's that superhero's name who dresses like a bat? It's Bruce Wayne. What is that guy? Oh, he's a man, but he looks like a bat.
And those turtles are so mean. They have like really long necks, and they'll really like go at you if
they'll take a finger off.
Yeah. Ooh.
Yeah.
Keep your children away.
They can smell blood in the water. No, I'm kidding. Okay. What do we got here? We got packing for $2. Leatherhead gonna get lucky today, I guarantee. Mm-hmm.
It's a wet gator contest.
Every time the turtles face Leatherhead, Jim Cummings is on the way. Bruce Newhouse for $1.99. University of Florida Gators on spring break. Don't let them know that the Gators are mating. They might hop in there depending on how many drinks they have, and that will not go well. That will not go well. We don't need Gator Chimera in Florida. Packy Protons for $10. Also, I hate to ruin MJ's favorite news story, but apparently the comedian who came up with "It's a Lion, oh my God" is getting sued for mistranslation.
I heard about that, and that was actually Marvin put that on the show. He thought it was funny, so he showed it to us. But I had a feeling that couldn't be correct, right? That guy must have been making up stories, and people believed him because he's African from like Africa.
What is this?
I don't even think he's from Africa. I think his ancestors from Africa, and I think he does an accent.
Really? I think because I watched him win the what was it from that show where you can show your talent, America's Got Talent? Yeah, we saw him from the show, and when he started getting popular, I was so happy for him. But I really think he's from Africa, guys. Like he's like an African native person.
Well, what threw me off was he received the legal papers. Did you see that video? So he's doing the accent right while he's up on stage, and then he gets served the paper. He's like, "Really? I'm getting served papers? Are you for real?" He goes right back to the.
That's terrible. But yeah.
Lion. Oh my God.
I can't believe that's like, I couldn't believe it's true, but I'm not an expert. So.
It's Gator. Oh my God. Ron, what is this? Why did you send me this picture?
That one's Gus. I took that at Coronado Springs.
That's Gus.
It's Gus Gus.
He's been eating some Gus Gus's. I'll tell you
I don't know
that.
if you saw the other one that I sent you from Gatorland, but that's back there too. So
Okay, hang on. I don't give away all the secrets of the back channel. Let me go to where'd you send it?
Oh, the baby gators are so cute.
Can I show this other picture?
yeah.
Because I see more than just gators in love. Ladies and gentlemen, you know what? Actually, we're playing it before I put the.
I found the man who lives the life I need. Please high tide Harry. Will you marry me? He's high tide Harry. And he should
What a
marry
perfect
me.
day for a stroll with you, my dear.
It's magical.
Oh my
Look
gosh, you
at
got
that.
that close to the. You got that close, or is that fake?
No, that's real. We
In
were very
love
much
with
that
gators.
close.
Why
We-
would you want to get that close? I'm so sorry.
This is an experience you can pay a little bit extra for at Gatorland and hand feed them.
Oh,
they,
no.
they give you a glove to.
If you pay, the more you can tickle them.
Mm-mm.
Yeah. I have personally tickled the gators, but I worked there for a long time, so I worked with the gator trainers and handlers and knew how to. I did something on purpose one time so I could say I have been bit by an alligator, and that was that I stuck my finger in a baby gator's mouth, like a tiny little baby gator, so it would bite me. I mean, like I can now say that I've been bit by a gator, but they don't. When they're that big, they don't do anything. But yeah, we got. I mean, I had my hand within a foot of a big giant alligator's mouth, but it's different at Gatorland. You have to understand these gators have been in captivity, most of them their entire lives. Not
They've
all
done
of
a
them.
gator training school, darn it.
That's right.
They know their etiquettes. They know no elbows on the chicken.
Yeah, lizard warts, I
Oh
think
my
is the name of the
God.
school or something. But they like hot dogs and marshmallows and all kinds of fun.
You feed
stuff
the
like
gators
that.
marshmallows.
I can't say the red meat that we fed them, but it comes from Ocala, Florida.
Yeah, we'll talk about that.
Oh my.
All you equestrians out there.
Let's just say, can I talk about it? Nay.
Nay, we shall not.
That's
We
so
shall not.
mean. You couldn't pay me to get close to gators like that. I'm sorry.
O2RR dropping a 199. Power to the Niners says, glad to celebrate my birthday with everyone here. Hey, O2RR, happy birthday.
Wish, blow out your candles.
Yes, yes, yes.
It's the T-Rex in the astronaut suit for me.
Every
Mhm.
time.
I love it so much.
It's a better place because you're here with us. Thanks for being here, buddy. We've got Michael Cooley dropping a niner. Thank you, and power to the Niners. Appreciate you. Texas 84, 12 for 5. God dang it, I am pro sizzle. No pun intended.
He does it so perfectly, right, Ron?
It's
Every
uncanny.
time. Yeah, it is.
Uncanny.
It
How
is.
about just a taste of the sizz?
It's a super spring spritzel. Pedro's big year has Disney dropping. It's a super spring spritzel. Take down Star Wars, Avengers, oh please.
You are a sad, strange little man.
Is that like a personal attack or something?
It definitely is. And Wild Man of Yabbing coming in with a wonderful 5 That Park Place memberships. Thank you so much. So kind. I'm going to click a button. Things are going to change, folks. We apologize. We got to get this thing. We got to get. Well, would you look at that? That's a new one. I was not expecting this one. We'll just leave it there. Whatever. Wild Man, thank you.
It was a peaceful planet until he arrived. Then he brought wild to our skies.
And look, it went right back. How about that? Huh. Who knew? Michael Cooley for 5. The Gators. They're only dangerous when they wiggle their ears. Yep. Always watch. If a gator puts his ears back, that's when you know he's about to attack. Otherwise, go ahead and pet him. Full disclaimer, do not listen to what Pro is saying. He's been completely humorous on this and does not mean to be taken
He
seriously.
has not had any coffee today, folks. That cup he has is empty.
I got the shakes. Medical breakdown for 199. If they can destroy Tom Sawyer, Epcot's monorail is not safe.
Oh, yeah. He's
Nothing's safe. You're right. I'll agree with you there.
Yeah.
Packy Protons for 5. Hey, Jonas, enjoy the Gator-O sound that Ron made. Ron, can you give us the sound one more time?
Yeah, you got to do it again now. Yeah. And there's a whole bunch in her lake, so she's freaking out. And I'm like, do you forget you live on a lake and it's mating season? And then we just started laughing. It was just, it was a moment.
The pitch is lower than that and louder. That's what's so crazy. It's such.
But remember, ladies and gentlemen, keep your pets, keep your dogs, keep your cats, keep your emotional support ferrets, keep your kids away from the water, unless it's that guy. Okay,
what happened to this dog? What's the story?
Isn't that
God was having a bad day? That's all I can tell you. Somebody somewhere. Things that were never meant to mated to make that thing. Ooh. So yeah, there you go. Gators in love. England EG for 2. Spring adds new meaning to Gator Tail. Okay, I got a question about this. I don't mean to be sensational or lewd or crude or vile when it comes to the Gators. But somebody posted on X the other day. They were looking at pictures of dinosaurs and they said, okay, I don't get how dinos did dino stuff. And I had never thought about dinos doing dino stuff before until they showed a picture of the T-Rex. And I thought, okay, I'm actually with you now. Like, I don't understand how the dinosaurs got it on. Not that I want to spend a lot of time thinking about that, right? Ron, how do gators do what they do this they lay on the ground with their little private areas towards the ground, their tails so big? Like, does one of them flip over? Like, what? How does this work at Gatorland?
I never watched.
Ron, you don't even. You glanced over while you were drawing Shaq. While you were drawing Turtle Man, you looked over and said, "Nice move, big fella."
You know
what? You guys are not behaving.
The saddest thing that I saw is that gators can be cannibalistic, and when you see, and also the other thing that gators do, this is a very well-known behavior of gators. If once they get prey, they don't necessarily eat it right away. They love to show it off, so they'll swim around for hours with it in their mouth. So when it's another gator, it's just kind of bizarre.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, is the other gator usually dead?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's not like they got a live one that they're carrying around. Like, hey,
it's not a deceased, and it's like, and then the one's carrying it, and you're like, why are you eating your own? It's so nasty. Yeah,
well,
some of the gator behavior is bizarre. But interesting thing to me about alligators is that they are studied for their immunity to diseases. You could feed them anything with that is diseased, and their body they pass it. I don't know what they
don't care.
I don't know.
Wow.
Just give them a gelatinous ball of smallpox, and they don't care. Yep. Give me smallpox. Give me smallpox. England DG for 2. Ron said meat from Ocala. I thought of the villages.
You guys are not behaving today. Where's Jonas?
Florida's friendliest hometown.
That's messed up. Bro's having a moment. It's only if you know, that's what it is. If you
I'm very low.
You want to be buried, cremated? Nope. I'm selecting the channel for gator food. Get right hard for 2.
He's up, folks. He doesn't need the coffee. He's up, folks. He's up.
They'll remove the Epcot line, but leave the track. Yes, they will. Oh, the first Dragon Queen for 2. Promoting you to be the next holiday challenged skeleton. Hugs for all. Thank you, First Dragon Queen.
Wow.
And then we got Packing Protons for 5. Maybe gators run with a certain appliance parents tell you not to run with. Hi, Jonas. About that. All right, folks. We're going to hit the next news item. Thank you for the super chats. We are now 7 out of 20. We got 13 left to go. If we hit the goal, we'll do a special Q&A. And you can ask Ron all about his experiences with celebrities and gators. And you can ask MJ all about the sounds that her family's listening to late at night now. We got all kinds of stuff to talk about, but before we talk about any of it, ladies and gentlemen, TMZ still sending their agents out to track people down in Disney World. What's it about? Let's talk about it right now. From People Magazine, as opposed to Animal Magazine or Things Magazine, People Magazine says Senator Rick Scott trolls TMZ during Disney World visit as outlet blasts lawmakers for vacationing amid government shutdown. TMZ has asked its audience to take and send in photos of lawmakers on vacation as the partial shutdown now nears 2 months. Now, you all know that I have covered this in the past on the Pro Channel, and I have talked about that I'm a little bit wary of this one because it's sending people out to follow politicians, and some of the people that would go out are not the most stable. So I don't like this idea. I think you need to send your own photographers or whatever. But here's Rick Scott's had enough of it. He says he shared a pointed message for TMZ amid the outlet's calls for photos of politicians spotted vacationing during the ongoing partial government shutdown. The Republican Senator 73 shared a photo from Walt Disney World in Orlando. In his caption, Scott alluded to TMZ criticizing lawmakers who've been spotted vacationing amid the shutdown, which has left tens of thousands of federal employees, including TSA staff, working without pay. Now, this is not unusual, folks. We've been through lots of these shutdowns, and everybody gets paid eventually. If you're a federal worker, you know how this goes. It says, quote, "Hey, TMZ, yes, I'm at Disney with my grandkids. Should we be in D.C.? Yes, but I don't get to make that decision," the politician wrote alongside a photo of himself, his wife, and one of their grandchildren. And one might consider that perhaps he's doing this so he can go ahead and jump ahead and, beat them to the race if they've got people out there who are going to take his photo and his grandchild's photo. And that's the other danger that we talked about when they were doing the photo of, was it Lindsey Graham, when they were doing that photo. And wow, well, look at that image on the right. That's different. The problem I have with following Lindsey Graham around and taking these photos is I don't want to take photos of even politicians, their families, celebrity families. I don't want to take photos of the kids. I don't like that. Okay. But he's putting this out there. You can see TMZ has been doing this now. If we go to news for TMZ, we've got TMZ puts 6 its tipsters on a new breed of celebrity villain, members of Congress. Lindsey Graham lives it up at Disney World. 30 members of Congress in Scotland. You've got TMZ on the hunt for photos of politicians. Let's see here. You got House Majority Leader Steve Scalise on beach vacation. And I mean, it's getting a little silly because down here at the bottom, you got Senator Cory Booker, right? He's a Democrat. Most of these are Republicans that TMZ is doing, but TMZ's got this coverage of Senator Cory Booker hangs in LA during government shutdown. And if you read down here, it says, Senator Cory Booker is more than 2,000 miles from work, that's DC, chilling at a swanky LA hotel for a little breakfast. So in other words, he got breakfast. That's the story. So that's where it's getting silly. It's not even about their vacations anymore. It's just, they're just tracking them down. And these government shutdowns, especially when it's a semi-shutdown or a partial shutdown, it's not even the whole thing. I mean, listen, I get it. I want politicians to do better. I know, nobody agrees and all of that. And Capitol Hill can't get its act together. But MJ, what do you think about the idea that TMZ is sending people out to take photos, and now they're all over Disney World and Universal, and people are trying to find politicians, and I don't know. It just seems like that could go badly from people who are not the most stable that might be doing that kind of stuff. What do you think about it?
No, I think it's more for just to, what do you guys call this? Clickbait?
Yeah.
Just trying to get people to click on their articles that they're putting so much hard work into. That picture from Rick Scott, though, I think that was intentional, right? He posted that on purpose. Yeah. So I think that they need to find something else to target and leave people alone. People are going to take vacation and go places, whether they like it or not. That's just the way it is.
I'll show you this, MJ. So this is the level they're going to. Somebody took a photo, sent it to TMZ. Cory Booker, the New Jersey senator, was hanging with his wife at a restaurant, the London West Hollywood at Beverly Hills. They were photographed at 9:30 Thursday morning. Looks like they may have finished a workout. So I don't know what they were in Los Angeles for, but they worked out in the gym. They walked over and got a quick breakfast.
Yeah.
And that's now, all over TMZ. And They're politicians. I get it. Their lives are very public in a way that most people's aren't. They love attention. But I just think that TMZ now asking people to go find politicians and photograph them, I just see that as a little bit dangerous when the families get involved, right? I don't want people, desperate to get a photo and get it on TMZ so they can get credit. I think
especially pictures of children, like that's not okay at all. Not at all.
Yep. But Ron, is what someone say that's what politicians have signed up for, and I'm being weak-kneed. Come on, it's the real world. It's time for them to be able. They need to get back to DC and fix it. I don't know, Ron. Am I being a little squeamish here?
Well, I don't know. I mean, anybody that's in the public eye, anybody that's in the public eye, in one way or another, you could say they signed up for that, whatever. But when people are on vacation, I just feel like they should, generally speaking, be left alone. I mean, I think that if you're at Disney and you happen to see a celebrity and you I'll do a selfie and have the celebrity in the background, and post it on your own social media and say, hey, look, whatever. I mean, I get that people get excited about it, whatever, but I just, it's so hard to believe that there are enough people that actually care about this that it makes news. But if those people weren't out there, then it wouldn't. And some of those people are the ones that could become dangerous, and we know that because of events that have happened the last few years. Some very, very unfortunate events have happened the last few years, and those events, some of them have actually had some level of security there. So it's it's hard. Let
me show this too, Ron, to add what you're saying and then bounce off of it, please. TMZ posted this, and since it's public, we'll talk about it. Otherwise, we wouldn't. The congressman from Michigan is down in Turks and Caicos. All right. Who is it? It's John James, Representative John James of Michigan. Now, that's not a huge area. And he's photographed while he's trying to have a dinner with his family. I don't know. Maybe he's at a wedding. I don't know, folks. We don't know the details of this stuff, but it's not like they said, we got to say TSA, dispute. Hurry, go to a vacation. We don't know. Maybe these people are at weddings. Maybe they had these trips planned. Sorry about that. You never know what's going on. And so I just like to err on the side of caution. It does make me nervous, the idea that you're going to do this. And then somebody who has bad intentions is like, oh, that's where they are? And then off they go. And I just don't like it. I think
I thought about that too. I was wondering, I was like, what if they already had these trips planned ahead of time, or they just have time off that they have to use that they probably haven't used in over a year?
There's nothing illegal about it. There's nothing illegal about taking their photos. But I just think that, if something bad happens, and we, God forbid that should happen, but if something bad did happen because of this, it's all on TMZ. Every last bit of it. Can you imagine, Ron, if we had put out a thing back when Zegler was making news all the time last year? Can you imagine if we'd been like, if you see Zegler, if you see her out and about, take a photo and send it to Pro, and we'll post where she is. That would be deranged.
Awful. Don't do that. Look, here's my question. I was looking at that last picture, and it reminded me of a situation. Where was TMZ after the Gotham incident when Bruce Wayne and his butler were spotted in a cafe in France? No, I'm just, but look, these things, this is so ridiculous. These Turks, just leave the people alone, let them do their thing. They're politicians. If they were, I will say, if the ones that are really high profile, ones that have perhaps run for president, been out there, I get it. You see a Kamala, you see a Biden, you see whatever, they've been president, they're out there. I mean, by the way, they should have plenty of protection. Those, I understand, right? And also, again, that they have the Secret Service agents with them, and they should have the protection that they need. But just leave the people alone. Like that. Remember that incident where Vance was at Disneyland? I'm like, good Lord, he's just on vacation. People, just leave him alone.
So what? These guys can't go anywhere with their grandkids or children? Get out of here. Give us a break.
It's too much. It's too much. So TMZ, you send all these people out there. I hope it's great for the clicks, because you're taking a big risk. I think if something happens, it's on TMZ and legally and all that. We'll see what happens, folks. But as for us in this channel, we're not that desperate. We can survive without those kind of clicks, and we'll be just fine. I think you will be too.
I didn't kill Han Solo. Wokeness killed Han Solo.
Packy Protons for 5. MJ's mother playing Barry Manilow music to help the Gators get along.
You'll never find. Doom, 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 doom. Wait, that's the wrong one.
Give us some more. Come on. What do you got for the Gators?
Ron, finish it. Another love like mine.
I was thinking, I write the songs that make the whole world sing.
We should just sing for the Gators.
You know, the population of Gators may increase if you two start, a tour. little karaoke tour on the back of a truck in Florida, driving around with your microphone. We're going to send you out to the rural areas, right? We're going to get you out there with the Gators.
I just have to say this.
What are you going to
say? This is why Disney is so comfortable, guys, because even just look at the example, these politicians, right? They're at Disney with grandkids, kids, whatever. Disney's comfortable. They weren't spotted at Universal. When are we going to start seeing more celebrities and stuff at Universal versus Disney? Disney is sitting in a comfort zone because everyone keeps going back because it's been like enrooted in our systems by grandparents and the boomers and the ones before them because it's just traditional and that's why they're comfortable. We got to break the cycle because everyone's just they need a wake up call. They got to shake it a little bit. Like, hold on a second. We're losing our main audience. And those are the folks with money. And that's just like passed along. You know what I'm saying, guys? It's just like, that's what just came to my mind. I'm like, they're going to keep going to Disney because it is just tradition, right? It's just comfortable. That's what it is.
They don't know what they're doing.
They don't know what the f they're doing. Do you understand that?
What the
Go get it. Hey,
Go to Universal. Yeah,
I'm seeing somebody ready to go that we've been waiting for. Somebody exciting, somebody that we have not seen.
Are you sure this guy's not a plant?
Could be a plant.
You could know how to make deviled eggs.
Maybe.
Potatoes, fried green tomatoes, arugula. Hey, what's up?
When injustice strikes, I strike back.
Culture, casino, let's go. Culture, casino, let's go. When the EMS tries their best, strap him down, check his chest, culture, casino, casino, culture, casino, casino. Culture Casino. Let's go, let's go. Culture Casino. Casino.
When injustice strikes, I strike back.
Flamethrowing bears can't keep the man down. Bearded and burning, it's a Campione town. Kumquats and roses, snap peas and lotus, watch the jugular. Culture Casino. Let's go. Culture Casino. Let's go. When the EMS tries their best, strap him down, check his chest. Culture Casino. Casino. Culture Casino. Casino. Kodiak bots can't stomp his produce down. Check out his latest Ponderosa lemons and
Postmodern neo-Marxist fear my God. Always wash your purple potatoes, you'll think. Postmodern neo-Marxist fear my God.
Culture Casino. Let's go. Culture Yes, yes, yes.
Wow.
It was
Wow.
a 17-minute epic intro of Culture Casino. And I still
lot.
remember
That guitar.
Yesterday,
Go ahead.
yesterday started singing that like out of the blue, and I'm
Mhm.
like,
It's
like,
in your,
it's
it's embedded in our
oh,
brains.
what's
Yes.
the term? I'm like,
You're cutting your carrots in the kitchen and you're just singing arugula. Yeah, it's just a thing.
Yeah, well, I planted some more anthocyanins this last weekend. In fact, I shared it with everybody on that.
We would
garden
like
place.
the FBI not to journey to Culture Casino's abode over that one. We do apologize. We'll make him stop, okay? Your agents don't go over there.
It'll be fine. It'll be fine. And look, maybe they'll get some healthy food out of it. But yeah, no, I had a lot of fun. Planting the purple potatoes officially happened in the raised elevated beds that I built, and we're gonna have another couple of potato segments as well. So the next 2 weeks are gonna be potato centric. So yeah,
I had a feeling he was going to highlight those.
I appreciate.
Oh yeah.
I appreciate.
Yeah, we don't always put them on the screen, but
I know.
sometimes-
Those are hilarious.
I'm gonna call you Pop.
I'm so sorry.
The full song is long.
That's right. Hey, it's
Yeah,
fantastic.
it honors the fact that I can talk endlessly about food and vegetables. So
It's up there with the Pokemon trailer or with the Pokemon theme song. I mean, it's a classic.
I saw it in the opening of Mario. Absolutely, yes.
Culture, this is becoming a classic. That garden place, you've just released a new video.
Yeah.
Planting the purple potatoes.
Yeah.
Culture, how's it going? How are you enjoying the channel so far?
I'm loving it. I get to do something that I would be doing anyway, but I get to talk about it. And again, I think you identified last week that there are some properties here where there's a little bit of a ASMR kind of thing, because I just talk. I just talk while I'm doing stuff, and I think I have a little bit of Bob Ross tism in there.
You are the gardener's Bob Ross now.
There you go.
Absolutely. That's actually a privilege. That's pretty awesome.
It is, yeah. And again, I'm showing people how to build up your soil and how to utilize cardboard as a soil amendment and all that. So yeah, it's good stuff. I just want to say thank you for featuring this. I appreciate it, bro, very much. So.
Folks, get over there and subscribe. Look at this guy. He's almost at 500. We can get him
Amazing.
500 and smash a like on these videos. It's great. It's wonderful. And Culture, so proud that this is working out so well for you.
Hey, it's because of you. You really did inspire me, bro. And the theme song certainly didn't hurt at all.
Culture Casino.
I think everybody's singing it. In
Everyone
the background.
sings it. Everyone sings it when they're showering. It's just doing laundry, cutting, making dinner. It's just
yeah. Purple potato, fried greens,
arugula. It's just a thing.
All right, we got Super Chats. England DG for 2, world's worst version of Where's Senator Waldo?
Yeah. Well, can I
TMZ's new phrase?
Can I say this about something MJ said? Do you know how you become more culturally relevant? You borrow people from what were traditionally utilized by Disney. Disney engaged themselves with sports fans early on by, where are you going? After the Super Bowl, I'm going to Walt Disney World. Well,
oh yes.
Let's get on with some of these other people and have them talk about going to Universal. Yeah. And again, it's in there right now, especially with the the Mario Galaxy movie right now. This is the time to take advantage of the cultural relevance of that and have people like Ryan Gosling there. Lead him around for free. Bring him and his family there, and I mean you're in great shape.
Yes.
What isn't this fun? Thank you for
take a look at this, Culture. This is so cool. The FTM 22 says, if we get That Garden Place to 500 subs during the show today, the FTM 22 is going to super chat or gift membership to the channel.
Oh, wow.
Folks, we only need 46 of you. 46. That is less than 1/4 of you out there right now on YouTube. We got more watching on X, okay? But 1/4 of you on YouTube to go over there and subscribe to That Garden Place. And if you do so, guess what? We'll be closer to goal. You know what? The Pro channel shall answer the call. Folks, will you answer the call along with me? Put your finger over the subscribe button. Move your mouse. Get the pointer going. Not that pointer, different pointer. And ready in 1, 2, 3. Subscribed to That Garden Place. We hope you are as well, and we'll keep a tally. We'll find out Where are we at on the super chat, or not the super chats, on the subscriber numbers?
Yeah.
7 right now, folks. You can do it. Get it to 500 and help us unleash those TPP memberships.
Yeah, exactly. And look, it does take YouTube a minute to like get you monetized, up to 2 weeks sometimes. So, I will definitely be offering some memberships over there, and I'm going to offer you some shopping links too in the future, but I have to disclose those when I do them. But I really want to teach you how to do it without spending a lot of money. So,
you know what I think you should do? I think you should. Now, I'm serious about this, Culture. It's going to sound funny, and I apologize if anybody's offended. Okay. Not trying to offend. Culture, I think you should get a brand deal with a garden tool company.
Oh, yeah.
Culture's Hose.
Yeah.
And just hoe your way to victory.
Hey, look, you can turn weeds into fertilizer. So I'll show you how to do that too.
Wow.
Yeah.
For Christmas, you can call it Culture's Ho Ho Hose.
Yeah, so what's funny is I bought one of those cheap wading pools recently.
Kiddie pool.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, and that
It
right.
looks like a turtle or an octopus.
That's actually going to become my new weed to fertilizer bin, because I'll just turn it into a tea, and any of that green or anything green can go in there. And if I'm pruning the tomatoes or whatever, and I'm not going to plant them, that's a great way to create fertilizer material. So
we're saying, do not let the kids play in Culture's kiddie pool.
No, you don't do that.
We're up to 464, folks. We're going there. 500. Come on, help us hit it.
Wow.
Come on. We can do it.
Hey, can I also mention? Did you already talk about the Super Mario Galaxy movie? I imagine you probably did.
We have not,
really.
Culture.
Oh, okay.
What did you want to say about Mario?
In the first 5 days, Pro. By the way, your box office video on it was brilliant. Thank you for my Sunday.
I love being right, Culture. It's one of my favorite things is being right.
You're pretty good at it.
Project Hail Mario, the Hollyweirds did not coming $500 million. And in fact, we underestimated it crossed the $500 million mark. We said just under, the numbers came in. No, it's $500 million
two films
in 1 week off 2 films, Project Hail Mary and Mario.
Well, and again, the lion's share of the box office domestically was those 2 films. I mean, they both scored enormously.
And they're both family movies. They're not. Project Hail Mary is so perfectly done. It's clean.
Yeah.
There's no profanity. There's no nudity. There's nothing. I mean, Ryan Gosling, he had a couple of really cool jokes in there. I thought it was phenomenal, but there was some part. I mean, if that movie can make you cry, laugh, and smile, it took you on an adventure.
Yeah.
It had you using your mind to the fullest, and it was just. It's been a while since I saw a really good movie that took you on an adventure like that. So.
And
do you guys realize that's enough money to build 5 miles of monorail track?
Yeah.
No, that's funny. But look, I'm looking at this, and I'm going, okay, so in just 5 days, Super Mario Galaxy is the 9th highest grossing video game movie of all time.
Yay. Hooray, hooray.
So, and that's just 5 days.
Yeah.
If it catches up with the original Super Mario film, can you imagine? I mean, Illumination and Pro, this is where your expertise is appreciated. Illumination is doing things that Disney used to do, but they're doing Disney better.
Yeah.
Right?
They are. Absolutely.
Really are.
Absolutely.
It's a short movie too, which means you can play it 1, 2, maybe
every
2
2
or 3
hours
more times.
Every 2 hours.
Yeah. So you can make a lot more. Like the regurgitation of the movie in theaters itself is going to be making a lot more money.
Yeah.
The fact that they can have PLF screens, and kids are going to want to go back and see this in 3D, and then they're going to want to see the 4DX, and kids are going to beg their parents to take them back because it acts not just like a movie, but it is a combination of a movie, a video game, and a ride. Right? So you get the thrills of doing all of that when you're watching this.
That's so freaking cool.
Well, let me throw this on the screen real quick, because I just want to say kudos to everybody who's behind the marketing for
Project
Hail Mary.
Oh, this was so good. I'm glad you included this in your video.
Please. Yes, I need one of those ASAP. When he pulled Ryan Gosling away from that area that he was in and practically saved him, I boohooed, cried. My significant other turned this way. He looked at me. He goes, "Are you serious?" I'm like, "Yeah, totally. He's like burning. Don't you see the smoke? He's gonna die." And then I thought he died, and he didn't die. And then I cried again, and I was like, "Oh my God, this movie's taking me on an emotional roller coaster. I love it."
Well, here is Rocky talking to the Artemis crew, the real crew that's right now going farther than any human beings have ever gone before. They're on the other side of the moon, the dark side of the moon for our music lovers out there. Here's Rocky talking to them, and honestly, if you're behind Project Hail Mary, the marketing is just amaze.
Hello, brave Earth humans that are now in space and not Earth anymore. Grace tell Rocky all about Artemis 2 mission. Crew do big science moon orbit. Do not get dizzy doing moon orbit. Good job, Artemis 2 crew. You good, brave human pilots. Complete mission and return to home Earth comfortable, safe. Hello, brave Earth humans.
I love it so much. And then he thumbs down, his thumbs up for him. He's so cute. I want him.
It's too good.
It's like the little girl from Despicable Me. It's so cute.
Fluffy. No, he's not fluffy.
He's not fluffy. He's Rocky.
When in DC, most don't get much time with family.
Oh my God, I love it.
Get time with some others, probably in DC. England DG for 2. Barry sings, "Like a good neighbor, Gator is there."
Oh man.
Packing Protons for 5. Culture's top membership tier. Culture's garden tool that rhymes with mow.
Well, I just need to be careful about stuff like that. The certain aspects of YouTube can be challenging and controversial. I want to avoid a little controversy over there.
So you can't talk about like the bags that those particular tools would go in, for example.
Probably not.
Are you guys misbehaving again? What am I?
It wasn't me. It wasn't me. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
What about the little Debbie snacks? The ho-hos. Talk about that, right?
You can't. Yeah, no. I think that you're skating the line, and you know what? Jonas may come in here and scold you. I'd be very careful.
Better run as fast as we can, ladies and gentlemen. Back to the news. Ron, after this, let's talk about the ding dongs.
It's showtime! Straight from the heart of the park.
All right, folks, we've got an attack that happened just outside of Disney, and Culture can't believe it. Look at him. He's just so sad to hear this, but it's true. Christine Pelisek is writing this one for People, hosted on Yahoo News. Good Samaritan stopped to help someone on Florida Highway by Disney World. Then he was ambushed. Hans Hamilton was attacked after he stopped to help a motorist on the side of a Florida highway. Lessons there are here, folks, to learn, but we give kudos to anybody who wants to do the right thing, do the human thing, and be a helpful person. But we're going to learn a little bit here. It says, a Good Samaritan in Florida was allegedly attacked. I think we can just take the allegedly out, but you know what? They got it there. We'll leave it there. After he stopped his car on the side of a highway, which was next to Walt Disney World, to help a motorist. The video of the alleged March 30th attack on Hans Hamilton on the 429 Expressway near Disney was obtained by News 6. Quote, "I don't want anyone else to go through what I did," Hamilton said in a GoFundMe post set up to help pay the medical and auto expenses. "What started as a normal day, I saw someone who appeared to be in a car accident and stopped to help, wanting to do the right thing. Instead, I was attacked, my car was destroyed, and my life was put in danger." Says, "I'm facing auto and hospital deductibles as well as tens of thousands of dollars in medical expenses." The Monday morning ordeal, which was captured on Hamilton's Tesla camera, appears to show a man who was identified by police as 44-year-old Daniel Coleman lying down on the grass outside his Lexus after he hit a guardrail in the median. As Hamilton approaches to help, the man jumps up and runs towards his vehicle, jumps on the hood of the Tesla, begins kicking in the windshield. The video also captured the man punching Hamilton in the head, face, neck, and back multiple times to the ground. Hamilton was able to free himself, and the video shows him walking away from Coleman. A deputy pulled up to the scene. Later, he found Coleman on his hands and knees next to the Lexus. According to the affidavit, Coleman approached the deputy. And Daniel was puffing out his chest, holding his arms back, walking aggressively, says the deputy. "Folks, you get the idea. It's just a horrible thing that happened here. This guy went crazy. He's got crazy eyes. I tell you, I hope he's fine now. You know, as Walt said, everybody has a bad day. This guy had a real bad day. What he did was not okay. And who knows, maybe there were substances involved. I don't know, folks. That's my just speculation here, why you would attack two people trying to help you. But culture, this happened right outside of Walt Disney World. And people think, you know, well, that's a real safe place. And there's lots of high income there. But culture, you got to be careful when you approach things like this. So walk us through, if you would, what do you think about this culture in terms of what's the right way to handle this? What's the safe way if you got to stop, especially if you're down at Disney and somebody, maybe you're at the Grand Floridian and you see somebody passed up. Maybe you're at Epcot culture and somebody's doubled over, having done the world tour of drinkage. And you stop by to help them. What's the right way to do it?
Notify the authorities that are specifically located to remedy these situations. I mean, I understand the being compelled to help your fellow, human, but at the same time, you right now we are in a low trust environment. We used to be in a high trust society. Now we have a lot of people that maybe didn't grow up here initially or whatever, but I have a feeling that we are not the high trust society we used to be. So because we have a low trust society, I think notifying the authorities is always going to be the safest call. And I hate to say it that way, but I think that's the truth.
You're right. It's not the same.
MJ, the reason we're covering this is because it did happen, as I said, just right outside of Disney World. And so MJ, a lot of people, they don't expect that there's crime in that area. I think it would surprise people to know what kind of stuff goes on around the theme parks. And I'm not telling you that they're unsafe. I'm not telling you that, you need to be worried all the time and be on 24/7 vigilance. But at the same time, you haven't really stepped into, you haven't stepped into Fantasyland, even if you're going to Fantasyland. It's still the real world. There's still real dangers. So, MJ, what are some safety tips you would give for those traveling down to the theme parks?
Well, once you guys even passing, welcome to Walt Disney World, the beautiful archway sign, still take precaution. If you see someone pulled over, unless you see something like drastic, fire, just keep it moving and call the officials if you see that they haven't maybe already, or roll your window down maybe. Hey, are you guys okay? Did you call for help? Just keep a distance, because it's unfortunate. It is not the same. I remember in the 90s, my parents would always pull over and lend a helping hand. That was normal. I can't even help myself. I'm always trying to help other people till this day. And it gets us in trouble. It really does. And people take it the wrong way. Society has changed after the pandemic. It's just not the way things are not what they were. And people are, it's just not a safe situation, because you never know what can happen. But yeah, even if you're driving, because you guys have to remember that people are traveling from everywhere, right? Some people are probably just genuinely lost and they don't even mean to get inside Walt Disney World, or they missed a grand sign because you're not paying a toll to go through that. But once you park to go in, you're paying for your parking to go into the theme parks, or you're parked in the resort. I could see if you're at a resort parking lot and someone has an issue there, that might be a little bit safer. But on the side of the road, even in the bubble, just take precaution and call the authorities or the officials and let them handle it, like Culture said, because we're just not living in those times anymore. And it's really, really sad. Actually, there's a gentleman, I don't know if he's homeless or what his situation is, but every morning after I take my kids to school, in the island of the road in the Meridian, I hope I'm saying that right, I would always turn and make a U-turn, because I go get my coffee or whatever I want to do after I take them to school. And there is this guy, he's in a wheelchair, and he's just parked right there in the middle on an island in the middle of the road. And everyone, they bring him coffee, they give him stuff, they stop and they hug him. And it makes me so happy to see this kind of stuff. You don't see that every day. And I always try to, give him $1 or something. He's just a happy guy. You can tell he's totally disabled. Things are, but again, it's not safe. You have to be careful. Use your discretion. It's just a thing. I brought it up because it's a thing here locally where I live. But, you don't know these people when you're traveling from out of town, and you always have to be precautious and call the authorities.
Ron has been looking at least at me and Culture with disdain. Ron is a man, and he is not afraid. And Ron is looking at us like, You poor little puny fellas. You're so afraid to go help someone. Ron,
No,
I apologize. Ron, I know that you would go and you would, if someone charged you, you would just toss them with your pinky. You just flick them away. Ron, what do you say?
Look, culture knows firsthand. Even if the emergency services show up, they can be in danger.
Oh my goodness, they'll get tossed around. That's actually really funny.
They could have gotten pelted with purple potatoes, and that could be very painful. We don't know.
Or culture.
But or culture.
Ron, you don't have a poker face at all.
No, the fact of the matter is, around Disney World and even in Disney World, especially like in Disney Springs, you don't look, there's millions of people. Okay. Fact of the matter is, when there's millions of people around, it only takes one bad actor to mess up everybody's day. It's the kind of thing where if somebody gave you like a package of Skittles, like 1,000 Skittles or M&Ms, whatever candy you want to do, and say, hey, here's some free M&Ms. One of them is laced with a substance that will end you. Go ahead, but here you go. Are you going to take them and you're going to take your chances and eat the M&Ms? No, because it only takes the one. And so just do the smart thing. If you see somebody on the side of the road and you want to help, all you could do is pull over a little bit before them so that you're nowhere near them. Call 911, let the emergency services know what the location is, and then move on. And that's really all you have to do. You do that and you're doing enough to help. And then everybody is safe and the right authorities can help take care of the situation.
Yeah. But generally speaking, we do think that the parks are safe places, and the companies that run them, whether it's Disney or Universal, that they work very, very hard to keep these places the kind of place that your family is safe. Just be vigilant, be on the lookout, and don't put all of your guard down. Fair to say, everybody?
I agree. There's, if people don't know, there's an actual mechanic shop in Disney World with they do repairs.
Yeah.
Just oil changes.
The car care centers right by Magic Kingdom.
Thank you. The car care center. There's the fire station. They have an ambulance.
They have pet services there as well.
They have everything you can imagine. So calling for help is not far. It may seem like help is a long reach because you're commuting such a far distance, but help is not far once you're in the bubble. I don't know about Universal though, guys. How far away is does Universal have any of those things on property? Because I can't think of any. I could be totally wrong.
Not on property, but Universal North Campus is inside a special district now, right?
Yeah, and there's a lot of intermingled things in that area as well.
Tons.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, folks, be on the lookout, be vigilant, be safe, but still have a good time when you're down there. And if you see somebody on the road in need, you, like MJ said, pull over, lower the window, but maybe get a gander of what's going on. Get a good look at what the situation is before stepping out of the vehicle. Once you step out, it's a whole different world. So that's where we'll leave it for now.
There we go. One more for the top. Triple decker, just how you like it.
Wow, thanks, Mr. Walt.
You enjoy it.
We will.
It must be a summer of bummers when it comes to the Walt Disney Resort, because despite big crowds this spring break season, we've got reasons to believe Disney is suffering with those summer bookings. And this is what it says out of WESH.com. Some call it WESH. We never would. Disney World introduces half-day park tickets for summer of 2026. Now, why would they introduce half-day park tickets? Folks, it's not because they're at capacity. I can tell you that. You don't see Epic Universe doing this, do you? It's not because they're being magnanimous and kind. It's because they're having a hard time getting guests in there. Mm-hmm. Here's what we've got. Here's the details. 2 and 3 day ticket options. 2 day starts at $118 per day. 3 day starts at $116 per day. But look at when this will be. Basically, June and July. Now, it starts May 26th and it ends July 29th. So I know there's some give there, but essentially, it's the 2 summer vacay day for all the kids across the nation. Mm-hmm. Everybody who's on summer break, you can get in on this. Here's what it says. The tickets will be effective from May 26th to July 29th. The 2 day ticket must be used within 4 days of your chosen start date. The 3 day ticket must be used within 5 days. 2 day tickets start at $118. 3 day tickets start at $116. That's almost half. I'd like to see it under 100, but whatever. Now, some of you out there are saying, I'm not going to Disney, period. the construction and all this kind of stuff. But guys, they're doing the 250th celebration of America, and the parks are going to be open sometimes. I mean, we're talking about Magic Kingdom being open sometimes till midnight and later in the summer. So if you go at 2 p.m. and Magic Kingdom's days open till 1 a.m., that's a full day in many parts of the year, and you're getting it for half price. Culture, I guess I'll go to you up first on this one to ask, is this a sign yet again that Disney is struggling to get those parks filled for the summer?
I think it's a symptom of them, always trying to project forward with revenue growth, despite the fact that they don't have a lot of areas for that revenue growth because they need a fifth gate. They need better development of, their opportunities that they abandoned for the better part of a decade. I think that having the ability to sell 2 tickets per day is really kind of the mechanism that is going to work for them doing this. They can fill the park up for sure. It does become an operational conversation because, again, they're the ones that created the artificial scarcity problem that exists in these parks to begin with, and the lack of park hopping and, reservations at the resorts and everything, reservations at the parks and everything else did kind of create a system that, allowed them to schedule in a way that they didn't take full advantage of their capacity. So I think the only way to make those great gains is to sell a second ticket. It'll also give them another opportunity to steal from patrons via the Lightning Lane bologna sausage. So,
Ron, I'm not against this at all. I actually think it's a great idea for Epic Universe. I really wish Universal, and I've said this over and over again, I really wish Universal would go ahead and make Epic Universe have a nighttime ticket where you go in at 7 p.m., ended at 2 a.m. And, I know staffing's a concern there, but there's a lot of money that could be made by doing so. Epic's at capacity all the time.
Yeah. No, I would agree with that as far as Universal is concerned. I think that Disney, however, is desperate, but I want to give Josh Tomorrow and the folks at Disney 100% free of charge my phenomenal idea for
here we go. Phenomenal idea on the way.
Disney, this is it. It's free for you. Okay. Take it. You're going to love this. Okay. VIP construction tours. Yes, that's right. Take guests on VIP tours of just the construction areas. That tour alone could last for 3 days. I mean, you could show every detail of every construction wall that's up in Animal Kingdom and Hollywood Studios and the Magic Kingdom and take them. I mean, I know that we as guests can see a lot of that construction already over the wall at Magic Kingdom. Sure, but to have that up close and personal tour where you can see the actual John Deere tractor or whatever the heck is doing. I mean, hey, there you go. You put the hard hat on and everything.
He says this, and he's being facetious, but I'm here to tell you, Ron, don't give them ideas, because there are Disney adults who would pay to go walk on the dirt and get to take a little baggie of dirt home with them, right? Take home the magic dirt. And they would do it. They'd pay $300 to walk back there, and maybe the tour guide in their ear can say, "All right, folks, that's a real excavator over there. Don't touch it. Stay away from those guys. They'll curse at you." Honestly, there are Disney adults who would do it. They would do it in a heartbeat.
That wouldn't be OSHA compliant.
I think there's a strategy behind this 2 p.m. starting May 26th, ending July, whatever.
What's the strategy?
Well, Pro's absolutely right. So we have Memorial Day weekend. We have the 4th of July. We're celebrating America's 250th birthday. But the strategy is there's so many deals right now with the resorts. I think you can get, I forget if it's for Florida residents only, maybe Georgia, 20 to 35% off your resort stay. So if you stay in the bubble, you get your free water park ticket during those days. And that extends all the way till September 8th, by the way. So you're going to get your ticket to get into the water park for free. So check in, leave your luggage with them, get there early, go to the water park as soon as it opens, which they open at like 10, and then make your way over to, go back, dry off somewhere and make your way over to the park and then use your day for the 2 o'clock. But they need to really slash the prices on those after 2 p.m. tickets. It should go on a tier level, like Animal Kingdom should be like the lowest price because they close at 7 p.m. or 8 p.m. during the summer. And then your Magic Kingdom and then your Hollywood Studios, Epcot Center have those prices go at a tier. And then you could really squeeze, the most out of your buck, my opinion.
These tickets too are very similar to what they do for convention guests. A lot of times, so
Universal does it all the time.
Yeah, same type of ticket where you're attending a convention meetings during the morning there, and then they'll give you a discounted ticket to go into the parks in the afternoon. But this is without a convention, so they're offering this to all guests.
I mean, they do that a lot for Destination D and stuff like that. There are special events and tickets that you can take advantage of, and you're 100% right, Ron. And again, I think Disney's just put themselves in a box that's going to be uncomfortable to shed. And I think that, again, you are telling Wall Street you can create infinite revenue. It's always going to build, and that's just not a reality, because Disney locked in too much on too many different fronts and are now overly dependent on their real estate investments. So I think you're going to start to see people, back away from the expenses associated with this. This is one of the ways they can take advantage of a second crowd. I mean, think about it. If you're a rope dropper, you take advantage of the fact that you're a little cooler in the morning. There aren't as many lines, except phase openings usually punish you, which is a big problem at Magic Kingdom. But the afternoon crowd is a different group of people. Those are the guys, they get up later, they go to the pool, they dink around at their resort, and then they go to the parks, and they've wasted half the day. Well, this allows them to waste half the day doing that stuff that they enjoy. There's no problem with that. But then still make it into the park and take advantage of a lack of participation at night, which we all know that once the parade and fireworks are over at night, you got a ton of room for rides.
You got
absolutely
time to ride and have fun. And I don't think people understand, and maybe it's because we just don't do that as often anymore at Magic Kingdom, but when it's open after midnight, those crowd levels after midnight are the same as you would see at the very start of the day. I mean, you can ride over and over Pirates. You can go ride over and over any number of rides. Space Mountain will typically still have a small line. Tron will still have a line, but most of the rides you can just do over and over. I have been there before on Big Thunder Mountain Railroad when it's super late. When you'll pull into the station and the cast will say you want to go again, you can stay on the train. Yeah. I mean, that's how much fun you can have. So I'm all about it. Listen, I know right now Disney is unpopular in a lot of ways, and I know that Universal has better parks, honestly. Right now, Islands of Adventure and Epic are far superior, and Epic is like way different, way better than the other parks. But if you're going to go to Disney, if you got to go to Disney this summer, and you got a daughter who says, I want to see the castle, your wife says, we're going to go see the castle.
Yeah.
You know what? The half-day park tickets might be the way to go. And MJ's idea about the pool and the water parks, great ideas all, folks. Now you know. Now you can decide. All right, the Super Chats, they is a-flowing. And we are now only down to 2 left to go, so that we can do a special Q&A. Let's see what we got to say out there. Peggy Protons for 2. Culture's ding-dongs doesn't ring the same.
You guys are so bad.
What?
You guys been misbehaving all day.
We haven't. Wait, listen. I won't bring up other items that Hostess sells. I won't do it, okay? Snow. No, I won't. Not going to. We got Wild Man of Yavin out there for 5. Disney Springs doesn't even let the FBI, marshals, etc. concealed carry there. They have to go lock it up. So if something did happen, well, listen, we try to be careful. And there have been times we've had stories that would have been embarrassing to Disney where we've said we're not going to report on it because we don't want bad people to know. And so just know that. And when it comes to Disney Springs, we have every belief that things are secure and good to go. And, I'm going to say this. How about this? I'll put it this way. Almost nobody tells the FBI when and where they're going to do what and where they want to do it. So, and I think that includes Disney. Culture, is that, did I cover that the right way you think? The FBI is going to do what the FBI wants to do.
Yeah, and Disney doesn't have a choice. Disney complies with requests from the federal government.
And they better. Packing Protons for 2. Orlando is a blue city. There you go. Packing Protons for 5. Hey, kids, notice the plight? Bam! Roll them up. Griswolds visit Disney. Hey, kids. We got England EG for 2. Eagle Scout here. Low trust society. Makes me sad.
Yeah.
Ron is not afraid. He will pull over to the side. It doesn't matter what's happening. He knows that there are so few out there that when the vehicle is lying on the person and they can't breathe, Ron is the man who can lift it up. He and Kevin Apollo are practically, put them together and you've got the strength of a dozen men around here. Ron and Kevin Apollo.
Yeah.
No stopping them.
Thank you. Oh.
Culture's no wimp either. I'll tell you. I've seen him. He hides it. He wears dark clothing, but bulging, strong delts.
Well, I've got bulging belly right now, but that's.
I mean, if it's a mom with her kids, like a single parent or something like that, and you guys, you gentlemen want to help her with her flat tire, I don't see what's wrong with that. But you just have to use your discretion, right?
Yeah. MJ. Okay, don't put us in harm's way. All right, listen, MJ. He might have that thing in the back seat.
Oh my goodness!
Hey, oh yeah.
Can you imagine if we came up on that thing in the back seat? What a horror! I mean,
that dog really survived a gator attack or something because I don't know what happened to that.
It's a Chinese crested. That's a Chinese.
They all look like that, right?
The gator would say, "I don't eat Chinese food." England EG for 2. Sadly, it also opens up civil liability to help. Indeed. You know what? Sometimes you got to do the right thing no matter. Long row for 50 didgeridoos. JoJo fan managed to bully a massive corporation like Netflix into releasing Steel Ball Run series weekly. Might be the funniest thing right now on X. All right. Get over there. Who knows? We might be covering that next up. You never know. Thank you, Long Rua. Chris Dickerson, member for 3 months. Go away, Green Walls, my favorite attraction. I'm telling you that you guys you should not have put that out there. They'll run those kinds of tours now. That'll be a new VIP tour.
I was legit. I was being legit. I'm not even kidding.
One of my walls in one of my garages is Go Away Green, so I can use it as a green screen. Because
we know the exact color of Go Away Green? Do you have?
It's called Gamma Green. If you go and pick it up in Bear Paints. Home Depot.
It can't be Gamma Green.
It's not. That's exactly what it is. The Go Away Green is, I believe, still referred to as Gamma Green in Bear Paints at Home Depot and Lowe's.
All right, and now you know. Yeah. Pine Cone for 5. Never been to Disney World. I'm a Disneyland fan, so this might be tempting. Yeah, half day, half price.
That's going for Disneyland as well. I didn't know. I wasn't sure.
I think she's saying that is that she's normally a Disneyland fan. It would be tempting for her to go to Disney World.
Oh, I see. Yes. It would be. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, it's I'm surprised Disney's not doing even more for the 250th because they did so much licensing.
But you just watched them not celebrate an anniversary properly with one of the worst animated films ever made, Wish.
Well, and the 50th was horrible for Walt Disney World.
Yeah,
it was awful. And then there's been.
I feel like they under celebrated Epcot, right? Mm-hmm. They have really not delivered.
The 40th? That was it was. No,
it was a yawn. And look, the 35th had more merch and opportunities than the 40th. They really have stopped taking advantage of their opportunities. I think that hasn't gone unnoticed by the older fans out there. But again, they're not looking for those people. They're looking for the uber elites that to come out of the woodwork, and that's just first of all, if you're an uber elite, you're gonna go to Japan. You're going to go to other places around the world other than Disney and experience the things that Disney attempts to recreate elsewhere.
Now, guys and girls, we've hit the super chat goal. Let's run through a few of these so we can do the special Q&A. And then we've got one more story on the way. Ron is going to be doing a dish after this that we'll be sending you all to. So hang tight, folks. Packing protons for 5. What's a filled park if 90% of it is under construction or broken?
Yeah, that's why they flash that 2:00 and after ticket.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, totally. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Long Rua for 20 again, called the tour Building the Magic.
Oh, don't help them.
At $199.
Oh,
$199.
$199. England for 2, half the price for 1/4 of the experience. Thanks, Disney. You're welcome.
That's so perfect. Oh my gosh.
Archer Merchant for 5, guests on Easter. We're talking about how the parks weren't that bad and are using buzzwords like high value items and offerings trying to sell add-ons.
He's not lying. I checked the wait times over the weekend and they were really like ridiculously low. I was surprised, but the e-ticket attractions were pretty high, but the other ones were like pretty much walk-ons.
Well, and that's the thing is when you see those really low wait times, that's a signal that it's a walk-on. Honestly, because
you're right. Yeah.
The time to like walk through the queue is likely what you're experiencing more so than any kind of wait.
Yeah.
England EG for 2, and Iger runs the tour as Bob the Builder.
Oh my.
Bob the Builder.
I think that's licensed by a different company, though.
No, it would be tomorrow now. No.
Can he screw it? Yes, he can. Juliet for 5, like, subscribe, and share. Thank you, Juliet. You are a mod extraordinaire. And Packing Protons for 2, Culture did not get to hear Ron's Gator impression.
Oh, yes, Ron. One more time for Culture.
One more. It's the sound of gators mating, please.
I feel you because that's how I get when I have to like sing or something.
I can't even do it anymore.
He already did it twice. It's over. It's done.
Where's that button?
Any louder, the gators are going to knock on your door.
Yeah, Ron's about to be accosted by female gators. Like, who's Big Bubba in here?
Where is he?
Snarky's out there for 5. Way to go, pro! You did get the link out to be on the panel Friday for gaming. You didn't say boo about it until the end of the stream, though. Thank you. Snarky, we talked about it at the beginning. We said, hey, this was Snarky's idea. Go watch again. Well, at the very beginning of the stream, we talk about it. From now on that game place, folks, if you are a member at the highest level, we send out the link. Even if you don't have the game, you can still join the panel. What a great idea from Snarky. And then Snarky gifting 5 fabulous That Park Place memberships. Snarky, thank you, buddy. How kind. What a good way to get ready to say goodbye after this next segment. Snarky dropping in and being good to us. Thank you, Snarky.
Every time a membership is gifted, a content creator gets his wings.
Is that gendered language?
We're not at Magic Kingdom, Dad.
Folks, all you got to do is type in Q&A into the chat and send in your questions. We'll take the first 8 that we get. Ron's going to be going over to the dish in just a few, so while we wait on those Q&As to land, Ron, tell the folks out there what you're covering today on the dish after today's show.
Well, of course, we're going to cover the huge weekend box office for Super Mario Galaxy movie and our family's experience there. I did drop my my review of it, so that is on the channel already. But we'll be talking about that, and then we'll be talking about other parks and pop culture stories as well. And we'll, we always have a lot of fun on the dish, and we'll be actually I'll hopefully be updating people on the giveaway of this popcorn bucket, not the Yoshi one. I haven't even seen the Yoshi one in person yet because our theater didn't have it.
Hang on a moment, I'll go grab one.
Oh, what's he doing?
He went to go grab his bucket.
You know what? While he's gone, we'll go ahead and promote his channel for him because he's gone. Folks, as we get ready to do so, Q&A, type it in the chat, Q&A, and write a question. We'll answer it out here. and we'll get those up on the screen. So get those to us as fast as you can. We want to make sure that Ron gets to answer them. While Culture's away, though, we will promote his channel since he's doing whatever he does. Folks, get over there and subscribe to that garden.
That's
that is not.
That's not Culture's cheap.
Is that dog poop?
That is so unpleasant. Culture, please take the screen.
He's keeping it in the plastic, like when the grandparents kept the couch in a plastic. He's preserving the Yoshi for another life.
I saw Dragon Queen's this morning. Hers is green.
Yeah, this is green. It's just I'm in front of a green screen. So.
Oh yeah, okay. I got you.
But no wonder you're leaving it in the plastic. It's got to stay in the plastic.
Yeah. And look, I mean that adds the value. Look, I'm looking at resellers right now selling these or offering these up at $400 or $500. I'm like, why would I sell this? Somebody's going to love this. I'm going to give it to somebody. So
he's going to pass it on.
Yeah, and I do that often. I mean, a lot of times, like I'll get the popcorn bucket because I'm going to get the popcorn anyway or whatever else is going on. And what's really funny is in picking this up, I can't eat movie popcorn anymore. It's definitely not on my diet. It's not great for the blood pressure and other things. So I actually now, I had the lady at the counter when I went to get the popcorn bucket. I had her give my popcorn to the person behind me.
Oh, that's a very, very, very beautiful thing to do.
If you had not also asked her to throw the popcorn, it would have been even better.
No,
can you eat hominy?
She could do like the Swedish Chef. Yeah.
I didn't hear the question, Ron.
Can you eat hominy or can you eat grits?
I'm actually trying to avoid a lot of inputs right now. I'm trying to again align my dietary needs with bringing the blood pressure down naturally because I don't like taking any of these drugs.
Right.
Pop it forward.
That's actually really good. That's pretty genius.
When you say it at the register at the AMC, I hope they understand what you're saying. 469 right now, the number of subs over on That Garden Place. Let's hit Refreshify and see. Do we get 470? Still 469, folks. 469, but moving on up. All right, let's get these Q&As and see what you all have to say. We've got Grand Regent Cyclonus. When will Disney walls come down? Tomorrow, take down the Disney walls. Ron, what say you? When do those walls come down?
Magic Kingdom, it's going to be a long time. I don't think it certainly won't be until, I don't think the walls at Magic Kingdom are coming down until 28. Maybe at Animal Kingdom, they might. I hope that they get the Central America, South America land open 2027, some point in time. Magic Kingdom, it's going to be a while.
It's supposed to be next
the thing
spring.
is, even when they do, there will be some new walls up somewhere else covering something. There's always some walls at Disney. It's just the ones at the Magic Kingdom right now, they're literally blocking off what is going to be probably over a tenth of the park. It's crazy. And the worst part of it is for me at Magic Kingdom is, first of all, they destroyed something that was part of Walt's legend. In destroying Tom Sawyer's Island and the Rivers of America and Americana in general, and it was unnecessary. They didn't have to do it.
Wondering why they're not going all out for America's 250th because they ripped half of it out.
Yeah, so scary.
Mm-hmm.
Nathan says, will we get any new recipes from Pro as a collab on That Garden Place? Boy, I would love to do some collaborations with Culture and some new recipes. Culture, would you be willing to do that? Especially,
I would love to have you not only as a guest, but to definitely talk about food and food preparation. Because I think
if I fly out there, will you give me a tour of the greenhouse?
I tell you what, I'm going to be recreating like the entire farming input in Tennessee that I'm going to enjoy inviting people to. So wait till I get there.
Living with the land with Culture.
See, Culture, I'm supposed to be on camera down the road, and I'm supposed to be more available. And I think it would be fun if once that happens, if I took a trip out to wherever you are, Arizona.
Okay. Yeah.
Arendelle, Pro. Arendelle. No.
Arendelle zone.
Arendelle, yes.
Yeah, I now live in Arendelle.
I think it would be fun if I took a trip out and you showed me the greenhouse.
We'll discuss it. I'm gonna be in very soon. I'm gonna be in the process of starting to pack things away.
Ladies and gentlemen, I will find the secret kumquat trees. I will find them. Don't worry. All right, let's see here. The FTM22. What is your best suggestion for Disney right now to turn the ship?
Lower those prices. Lower those prices and get people in the park.
I think the argument about prices are 100%. I think that definitely would help things, but I think they need to return to the world of perks. Because there is no extra value offered by Disney anymore. They used to offer extra value at every point along your entire vacation.
Everything.
And especially in Florida. Disneyland, again, was my home park. Not a lot of extra value outside of the fact that it literally could, go anytime I was in the area, I could go. But the cast is unfamiliar with a lot of the ways to do things the Disney way. They don't even teach that anymore. Disney University is essentially worthless at this point. The education outreach and the sharing of going about doing things the right way as far as Disney was concerned. I think they need to get back to bringing value, which would include things like bringing back the Magical Express, which I call the Magical Depressed when you're leaving. And really like refurbishing, maybe recreating the transportation in a more usable, accessible way. I think one of the largest frustrations, especially at the Magic Kingdom park, is that it takes so very long to get there. So I think that would be welcome as well. And there is a new ferry coming, from what we've learned. So
they hire back the geniuses. So you had Tony Baxter giving a lecture over the past weekend about how he made some of his top rides and talking about what he would like to see in terms of attractions return. Go back and get your geniuses, bring them back into the fold, and truly bring them in the fold. They don't have to have full-time jobs. Many of them don't want to have full-time jobs, but bring them back and honor them and make them be the true legends who are in and around what you're doing. Talk to them, let them be your advocates. That's the biggest step I can see.
Bring back the Disney difference.
O2RR, who is your favorite character from the Mario series? Ron, who's your fave?
I really liked in this movie Princess Rosalina. I thought she did a great job, and just the fact that it opened up with her and telling the story and that relationship. I don't know, when a character can make you have feelings for these little stars that don't really exist, but they feel like I was like, that did it for me. I'm like, oh my gosh, I love the stars.
Wait a minute, you love Lumas or the stars?
The little baby stars that were.
I think it's called the Luma. No, the
Luma.
Do
you like the stars? Or you like Rosalina? I can't tell now.
Well, the whole relationship between the two, I guess, the family.
He's a softie. Okay, so both Rosalina and Luma.
Yeah.
Okay. MJ, who's your favorite Mario character?
It's always been Yoshi. I used to play Mario when I was a kid, and Yoshi was just so much fun. It's such a cute character. So that's for me.
Culture?
Oh, I love Mario. I mean, from day one. You have to remember, I was playing Mario back in the arcade, you know, and on my old Atari 2600, and then everything. Well, I'm old. I'm ancient, sweetheart. But I fell in love with that character, and my siblings all loved that character. And again, that's just how you were first introduced to the little plumber guy as Jumpman back then.
Jumpman, that's right. Let's see. Who's my favorite character from the Mario series? I like those little Goombas. Goombas get no love, right? They're little mushrooms with feet. And yet now, if you're if you play the new Mario Kart, a Goomba is driving, and I always wonder, how does he drive? He's got one foot on the pedal. So he got the other foot on the steering wheel? I don't know. What if there's a gear?
They are cute, though. You're not lying.
Yeah. Well,
they're grumpy, but they're cute.
Their feet are closer together. It's better for racing. Ask ladies. Ladies are better race car drivers. And fighter pilots. Oftentimes. So.
The FTM 22 says membership's coming. Thanks for subbing to that garden place.
Whoa.
And then drops 5 that park place memberships.
Oh, amazing.
Now that is kind culture. You've got a friend out there. You've got a friend.
I've got a friend. Thank you, the FTM. I appreciate it.
You know what? I was going to play another spring spritzel, but I can't do it anymore.
No. You shouldn't. You shouldn't.
That was going to be my.
By the way, Ron, it's even worse than you think. Of the 107 acres that make up the Magic Kingdom, 30% of the land is being currently destroyed in the park. That's 1/3 of the park. So.
Yeah,
guys, do you know the target dates for Monstropolis and Cars Land, Villains, and Tropical Americas? Is it all like 1 year after another? Yeah. Do you guys know if it's 1 year after another?
The timetable keeps moving. That's a big problem.
Right? It does keep moving. I'm confused now.
They're running into infrastructure issues and relocations and stuff. Things that they should have foreseen when they went about building, especially in the Hollywood Studios Park. They should have been looking forward on this and have developed more of the cast parking area of that park, so that it would have been easier to flesh out Monstropolis if they had originally intended to do so.
Okay.
So that project is probably 6 months behind where the timetable was originally.
Oh, wow.
So.
Now, all that said, we're behind on the timetable because Ron is going to run to get the dish ready. Ron, what are you guys covering besides Mario? One more topic. What do you got?
We've got Six Flags. I know somebody mentioned it.
Six Flags, good enough. Get out of here, Ron. The show's got to start. Run.
Today is a sad day, you know. The Disney stock it has dropped.
Oh no, really?
Yes, it's true. A very sad day.
That's terrible.
Our dear Jefe, Mexican Iron Man, has lost billions and Bob is gone. Bob is on the run.
What will happen, Abuelo?
For Bob's sake, I hope Mike never finds him.
He's a man, he's a man, he's a Mike of a man. Everyone be a fan of Mexican Iron Man.
All right, folks, the fifth gate could be on the way. And why? Because if it's going to get underway, the decision has to be made real soon, and Josh D'Amaro's legacy could be defined by it. Hang tight now. I know some out there say there's no way, Pro, there's no way. But this is out of wdwinfo.com by Tim Carlson. It says, my hope for Josh D'Amaro as Disney's next CEO. It says, I'm writing this on the very first day of Josh D'Amaro stepping in the role of CEO, a moment that feels like a routine leadership change and more like the start of something with real potential. A moment that feels less like routine. It says, I don't want Josh to step into the role simply as a steady hand. No. The author here wants him to do something special. We should want a CEO who isn't just reacting to problems or cutting against ideas, but somebody who is boldly going for something. A clear creative vision, a belief in storytelling as a legacy, not just content. That means pushing the studios to take real swings again. Of course, Toy Story 6, 7, or 8 would make money. That's not the question. The question is, do they matter? Do they define a generation? Look at this man, Josh D'Amaro, the head of the Disney parks. Talk about him for a second. Here's the paragraph. That same philosophy has to extend to the parks. Legacy over convenience, impact over capacity. This doesn't necessarily mean building a fifth gate at Walt Disney World tomorrow, but it does mean creating lands, attractions, and shows that feel timeless, not placeholders, not replacements that quietly erase beloved experiences, but bold additions that expand what's possible, build things that people will talk about decades from now, the same way they still talk about classics. Now, this got me to thinking about the fifth gate issue. We've talked about this recently, that we've been hearing some murmurings that they are actually blue sky in a fifth gate at Disney World finally. Culture, what caught my attention, I guess, is the timeline here. So Josh D'Amaro is at CEO, and we all know how long usually CEOs get. Bob Iger was longer, but, you know, if he's there for 10, 12 years, that would be impressive. That would be really, really impressive.
Yeah, I think
it takes a long time to build a fifth gate. It takes a long time to plan a fifth gate. Culture, if they're going to do a fifth gate in the 2030s, in time for Josh D'Amaro to have it done before he leaves the company, they actually have to start planning now if they're going to do that.
Yeah, and it has to be good. And if he gets a decade, he's lucky he's not Chapek, which will be good. But I think you already mentioned the idea of going out and getting the Brainiacs back. They need Joe Rody. They need Tony Baxter. They need a handful of these guys that know what they're doing. They need to talk to the man who made things move. Yeah, I'm not even sure. Is he still with us? Is Mr. Monorail, Mr. Train, Mr. Bob Gurr? Is he still with us? He's getting up there.
He's still, I think he's still active on social media.
Yeah. I mean, he's the man that made things move. If it moved on Disney, if it was he designed it, whether it be a WED Wedway project or which is gone, or any of the other things that were developed that were supposed to create motion in the parks.
Listen, I think on that note, I just want to say, Disney does do a good job with some of their Imagineers. So like Bob Gurr was honored with a window on Main Street, USA at Disneyland, a week, 2 weeks ago, something like that, and was there. And so good on them for that. But you're right. The other legends are not being treated well, and they need those legends to help them with the fifth gate. Real quick though, Coach, let me show this, because there are people out there who say, no, they're never going to have a fifth gate. Listen, Sif Todd, remember when this happened? Remember when these papers came out that showed the possibility of a fifth gate? Let me show you this real quick. If we scroll down, according to WDW Magic, the newly approved plan explicitly reserves development space for a new major theme park with the two additional minor theme parks added over the next 20 years.
Yep.
There's I don't know if it's in this article, but there's kind of a block. There's kind of an issue that would stop them from putting in a fifth gate in the next 10 years. But if they go for 2035 to 2045, it's in the plans. They can do so. I don't think it's listed out in this article like I thought, but they would need to start planning now. And they frankly need an answer to Epic Universe. So I think that the rumors we've heard that they may be blue skying a fifth gate, I think it could be true, because I don't see any other way. If Josh D'Amaro wants this under his legacy, and if he wants this out anytime in the next 15 years, they have to start now on it.
There's a coterie of documents that already exist for attractions and entire lands.
What would you base it on, Culture? What would you base a fifth gate on?
Well, I mean, the Boutique Park is always the one, and this is the problem with developing a villains land in Magic Kingdom. They had a heroes versus villains concept, right? That could have been something. They even had a Star Wars Boutique Park designed. And again, you're talking about the 20-year plan that they come up with every so often, every 5 years, I think. And so there's like limited buildable land. There's one big plot that they could utilize. They already gave away opportunities. Flamingo Crossing was an opportunity they gave away.
You were with us on the panel when we talked about this the last time, right? Where we talked about this area that's south of where we thought they would work on, that we're starting to hear now they may,
Yeah, I mean, in the area around Bear Lake still has possibilities, and that will actually work out, as another place to put transportation, lodging, and all of that. But there's some other areas that they have to build, and if they keep sightlines, together, they have a lot of other places they could go. And look, some of the area around Wilderness still is like sitting there. So it's a whole other conversation, but I'm just going to say, do I think they could get it done in a decade? Yeah, I think they could get it done in 3 years. I'm trying to remember back the timeline for Epcot. It didn't take nearly as long, and they put in everything, roughly except for like 2 buildings are, still in existence in that area. So
just to remind people where we're hearing, surprisingly, I mean, this actually shocked me. Where we're now hearing they're looking at is down here by the interstate, south of the ESPN complex, which I think where that would be located, Culture, it would change the taxing. Is that south of the county line? Is that the issue there?
Again, Disney stretches across 2 different counties. Osceola, what's the other one? My brain just melted.
Orange.
Orange County. Yeah. And so, it would definitely be a different way the tax. And again, Disney doesn't have as much ability to build as they used to because they decided to play politics.
Yep.
That entire area is mostly empty. There's some casting and costuming buildings. They can get rid of most of the ESPN complex if they wanted to. There's mass amounts of space. And look, I often thought, and this is an interesting thing, if you take Oh goodness, there's a road that comes directly out of the cast parking for Animal Kingdom that crosses the road that takes you into the Animal Kingdom Lodge.
What's the name of that one? It's over here.
Yeah,
it's Sherbert.
It's got a really cool name. Yeah,
Sherbert.
Sherbert. Yeah, Sherbert. Yeah, you have to know how to say it. It's a religious reference. But anyway, that land is so easy to develop, and it doesn't have the wetlands restrictions that you're going to run into around the Bear Lake area. So again, that entire area there, you could develop into park and resort space, and it just wouldn't be a full-size park. And again, let's be fair, Hollywood Studios isn't really, I mean, it might have a full-size footprint, but it's not really a full theme park, and neither is neither are many other things that Disney's built recently.
Let me go to MJ real quick. MJ, the fifth gate, I know it's controversial. People say, well, I'm not even sure that, families could do 5 gates. I mean, what would you do? And I understand that totally. But I also know that if Disney's ever going to do it, they've got to do it real soon. And people may have more leisure time in the age of AI, whatever that's going to look like in the next 10, 15, 20 years. And real estate might be one of the biggest thing that matters. Disney's got plenty of it. They need to utilize it. I'm thinking, MJ, if they did it, I would love to see a park that's dedicated to like video games and get the properties, get the IPs that you need to do so. But you could incorporate Disney into that as well. There have been some amazing Disney games that you could do. Castle of Illusion, for example. The one where Mickey goes versus Oswald with the brush that was on the Wii. You could do. You could go see if Sega would be willing to license Sonic, and then you can take on Mario with Sonic over at Disney World. I think Disney should go in. Fortnite. They own a bunch of value in Fortnite. Put in a huge Fortnite area in this park. That's what I would do. What would you do, MJ? What would be your recommendation, your idea for a 5th gate?
Yeah, I'm trying to think about what they would actually put. I just can't. I guess the issue I'm having is I cannot see them putting in a 5th gate. I don't see them doing it. They're putting so much effort in destroying the other parks and replacing them with pure IPs that I don't think that they're even capable of putting their heads together for a 5th gate. I mean, as nice as that sounds with the whole, video game and Fortnite, there's been a loss of interest in that too. I mean, they lost so much money investing. Didn't Disney do something with Fortnite? No one was interested.
Well,
Epic Games.
Let me tell you what I've heard, because this might color your conversation and mine.
Sure.
So I was with you. I was on the same page.
Mm-hmm.
What I have heard that may have changed behind the scenes is they're looking at the idea that Epic or Universal is taking one of our days. Yeah. We'd like to have that day back.
Yeah.
And 5th gate could be a way to get that day back and say, no, you're going to stay at Disney the whole week. You're not going to spend one of the days at Universal. So I don't know. That's the discussion that I'm hearing behind the scenes for why a 5th gate might be viable, whereas previously it never was.
I would bring back the old classics if they did a 5th gate. Do attractions that will bring people in, because remember, the majority of the crowds are folks with, I hate saying it this way, but it's true. It's old money, right? So put a 5th gate, put the Adventures of Snow White, Mr. Toad's Wild Ride, stuff like that. God.
A retired. What is the channel or the website that covers that stuff? Is that Defunct Land?
Yeah, or Yesterland.
Oh my gosh! If you had a Defunct Land, Yesterland theme park where it's like, you want Muppet Vision? We got Muppet Vision. You want Splash Mountain? We got Splash.
You want the submarine ride? Yeah, we got that.
I think that people would go for that. I'm just saying.
That's an awesome. I mean, I know they can't do that, but that's an awesome idea.
Why can't they? But why can't they?
If they put in a land with the new stuff, like that horrible Wish movie that did awful, all the new Pixar trash, that no one's going to go in there and spend money.
Just put it out there. No Harmonious. We don't want Harmonious. Mm-hmm. You can keep Harmonious and keep the Death Halo Doom thing, the Death Tacos. Don't put that in the new park we're talking about.
Put the traditional, like the trains that Walt, the one that he actually rode on and stuff like that. And people will give their money. They'll be like, take it. Take my money. I'm coming in.
Bring back Monsanto's House of the Future.
Can we get the
even
original?
some of the stuff from like Japan? What's the name of that that ride, guys. It's like super popular. It's like
the
Haunted
mansion. Yeah,
but it's not Haunted Mansion.
Right, Phantom Manor.
There you go.
Yeah.
People go gaga over that.
Can we get the original Journey into Imagination back?
That would be great. I don't know why they don't do it now. I know that I know they're using the back part of the
craziest idea,
but it works. If you could restore the magic,
restore the magic. Yes,
that's the name of the park. Is Restore the Magic.
There you go.
God, I love it.
Pro, would you go? Would you spend your money in there and go? Would you really?
What's great about it is, once I started thinking about it, they've destroyed so much stuff that we love.
Yes,
you could actually build an entire theme park off of it.
I totally. If I was a bajillionaire and if I was Elon Musk, I would offer Disney the blueprint and say, "Let's get it going."
Let's do it. Let's do it right now. Let's go. What are we going to call it, guys? Restore the Magic theme park? Restore the Magic Adventure? What are we going to call it?
Walt's Dream, Walt something like with Walt Disney's I don't know,
land of restored dreams.
Yeah,
I love it.
We'll ride the rides and see the sights, conquer lines, face our frights. Oh, it's a happy holiday with you. Oh, it's a happy holiday with you. Yes, you. Oh, it's a happy holiday with you. Oh, it's a happy holiday with you. Yes, you.
See, little buddy, even you will have a theme park that you can love.
The dog.
Little guy.
He's not only culture. He's not only lonely on that bench. It's dirty. Did you see how dirty it is?
It's filthy.
What? Can you just pressure wash it at night? It's driving me nuts.
Well, they have to be careful with water. I mean, they don't have a good history with water in that part of the park.
All right, folks, we got to rush because we got to get you over to Ron. He's starting the dish right now. England DG for 2. Little mushrooms with feet. Are we talking about Peter Dinklage now? Oh, that's a no. Thank you, Protons for 10. Can we stop this sports recreation, not recreation, sports recreation with Inside Out or Disney character thing ABC likes to do? Poorly animated replays and announcers don't know what to do with these segments. They're so awkward. It's so weird. I agree. When they replace the football players or the basketball players with characters, and then it's really awkward. Snarky says for 5, what price would you place in the construction diminished parks at Disney? Like, what would I pay for a ticket in? Oh, I think, I'd pay 80 or 90 would be okay for me.
I think you get back to the $65 pricing that you had, a decade ago. I think the fact that Disney ticket prices have increased well beyond inflation, much like movie tickets, I think that exposes Disney to their never-ending, pursuit of stock investment and promises of enormous returns. They're trying to pretend they're still a blue chip stock, and they're not. In fact, they've gone down again today to $96 and change. So.
That's why we played the Mexican Iron Man clip. England DG for 2, Mr. Gurr. We are trashing it all. But here's what
and give it that look and feel of like Dollywood, that 5th gate, right?
Go for it.
Yeah, with little to no like more trees and wood structure. You know what I'm talking about? But obviously cement where it needs to be. But just
gonna have to build some mountains. Detail for Devil for $199. No point 5th gate till fixed flywheel engine at the studios.
Yeah. Well, look, Pro. If anything, the Mario movie just exposed the reasons why Disney's failing. They created a merch opportunity that is going to be never ending, and they have the theme park to back it up. The flywheel is self-supporting, and Disney broke their flywheel.
Yeah, $10 that this morning when Universal Studios execs got together, they said, how fast can we build an expansion to Nintendo World? And when can it be done? Bring me my guys in. Let's blue sky together. I'll guarantee you, because and somebody out there is trying to get Project Hail Mary. They better be. England D. Oh, wait, I didn't read this. No 5th gate until the Yeti is fixed by England DG.
Amen.
I wish.
Fix the freaking Yeti. Please.
You realize Joe Rohde kept saying, I have a fix. we will have to have some downtime. Joe said that.
Do
about
it.
the Yeti.
Put downtime and fix it.
They got rid of Joe.
Yeti. England DG5 Fortnite is a dumb investment. My kiddo is their target market. She never plays it over Genshin and other things. Disney is a decade behind.
Yeah.
Perhaps so. But a Minecraft theme park, or at least a land inside a video game theme park, could do well as well. Folks, it's been swell spending time with you. Get over there and follow Magically MJ1L on X and Instagram. Become an Instagrammy with her and earn a Grammy by being over there. Subscribe to Culture Casino and That Game Place. Folks, we got to go. I'd love to stick around longer. Pro show is tonight. Be there. Don't be square. We'll have a good time. We're going to talk about Mario and more. Right now, we're sending you to the dish. Take care. See you soon. And remember, it's mating season in Florida.
I found the man who lives the life I need. Please, high tide Harry. Will you marry me? He's high tide Harry. And he should
What a
marry
perfect
me.
day for a stroll with you, my dear.
It's